Good afternoon, this is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I am here at 1126 Chautauqua Boulevard in Pacific Palisades, and I'm preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line for Dave Johnson. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping that is underneath or interior to the structure. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. So I'm going to be performing my examination today from the 4-inch main sewer line cleanout that's been, looks like it's been recently added here out in the front planter area, just down and to the right of the front entry porch. And we got a series of 2 cleanouts here. The forward one actually turns, if you dropped in, you'd push back in underneath the house. So we're going to utilize this one. It's going to push us into the main sewer pipe and run out to the public sewer under the street. Alright, so as soon as we drop in here, we're coming right into the older, possibly original cast iron piping. Now, these cast iron pipe materials typically were expected to have a service life in the 70 to 80 year range from this time period. What I'm observing here is moderate to heavy rust and scale buildup. Definitely an aging pipe. It's not in horrible condition, kind of varying degrees of rust and debris and deterioration throughout here. As we get out down here towards the sidewalk and around the parkway area, we're changing to a clay pipe. Now, the connection of the cast iron to the clay, you can see they're starting to have some roots intruding at that connection. This is one of the first areas that will begin to fail in these cast iron pipes very commonly, so this is just more evidence that this pipe is aging and really near the end of its useful service life. In a situation like this, we're not suggesting it's an emergency to go out and run and replace it, but it is certainly something that should be considered, planned for, and done when feasible. Talking about 30 feet of pipe, dropping down to maybe 5-6 feet. We'll double check that. And then we drop into our 6-inch vitrified clay piping now that's going to continue out, connect up to the public sewer here near the middle of the street. Now, the clay pipe materials, they're a natural material, so they have a much longer, very long service life expectancy. They're not typically going to deteriorate underground, but they can be brittle in nature and have a higher potential for damage during seismic activity or earthquakes. And right here at about 43 feet, we're coming into a pretty significant root intrusion. It's really obstructing the view of this joint area. You see here we got a little bit of an offset here, not too bad, ½ inch or so. But because of these roots, it gets a little difficult to get the camera through. In a situation like this, where we're not able to really clearly see the entire area, we are recommending that this section be cleaned out very thoroughly, and that one should then do a follow-up examination. You know, the roots themselves at the joint areas of these clay pipes is fairly common, and normally we are suggesting that they can be maintained with regular sewer line cleanings. It's when they're left unmaintained for extended periods that they can create blockages in a system like this is near the point of doing, but more importantly, they can damage the pipe. So being out near the front of the street here, near the sidewalk and our curb-facing street here, it's very important that we want to get a better look at this. You know, I don't see any obvious breaks. I just see the significant roots, a little bit of shifting. So we want to get a better look at that to be more conclusive in our findings. See what kind of trouble we're having getting over this little bit of an offset because of these roots. See, as we push through it, then we kind of clear back up here. From here on out, it looks pretty clean. Some more minor roots in this area. A little bit of debris buildup there. Now we are seeing these are little earthworms here in the pipe. I did see another one a little ways back. Earthworm in the pipe is a pretty good indication that there might be a break there. They would have to come in from outside the pipe, and the only way they would be able to get in if there was a compromise to the integrity of the system. So with that, it's kind of safe to assume that there's going to be a damaged section there. So we'll track and locate it and provide a reflection of industry standard repair costs for something like that in our written report. We'll also include what it would take to replace the cast iron pipe through the yard. Alright, so with that I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to the written report for the description of the final findings and recommendations. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.